Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. So in this video we're going to be testing out this £20 computer that I got last boot sale. If you haven't seen my boot sale video, I'll link it here. Take a look at it. So I've got this computer for 20 quid last week. No idea if it works. I haven't plugged it in yet, so we're going to do that today and let's see what happens. Hopefully no explosions, although that might be good for the views. So, but yeah, I'm hoping it works, so hopefully no explosions. Alright, so here's the back of the computer. I'm just going to inspect just the connections, just to make sure nothing looks dodgy, and to be honest it all looks clean. With these things you never know if they've been sitting outside for long periods of time or not, so alright, I'm going to plug in the power and VGA cable now and see what happens. Alright, so power and VGA plugged in. Let's come around to the front and turn it on. Okay, so, oh dear. Alright, no idea if that's a good sign or not. I don't think my monitor's on. Let's see if I turn my monitor on. Alright, so no explosion. That green light's on. The monitor was on, right? Yeah. Just not displaying anything. Okay. VGA inactive apparently. Okay. Alright, let me try and reconnect the VGA cables. Maybe there's something wrong here, but it seems like it's on. Oh, nice. Okay, so it's on at least. We know it's on. Might be a VGA connection thing. DVD, CD player works. Okay. Okay, so I reconnected the cables. They're definitely in properly now, but still nothing. Even if I turn it off and then back on again, just kind of makes like that beep sound again. So I'm now thinking that maybe something might be loose inside there, or maybe there's nothing installed. I don't even know, like, if there's no operating system installed, would the computer still boot, or would it still go into a boot menu or something? I don't know. I mean, I've been dealing with Raspberry Pis for such a long time. I don't even know how actual normal computers work, so I'm a bit stuck right now. Not sure what I'm gonna do. I think let's open it up and take a look inside. I don't know, maybe I might see something. Who knows? Alright, so after a quick Google search, apparently, if the Lenovo beeps twice, then if you're getting two short beeps, it may be a CMOS setting error. I have no idea what that means, but we're going to jump on Google, have a look, and see what we can find. Alright, so before I open up the Lenovo, I figured I'd just give it a quick Google, and as you can see, the tower itself is called the Lenovo Thinkcentre, right? So I just typed in beeping twice, and apparently, if you're getting two short beeps, then it's a CMOS setting error. You may refer to the hardware maintenance manual. So I don't have any hardware maintenance manuals, but I'm just going to open a bunch of links, see what people are saying on there, and I'm also just going to check out YouTube as well, right? So, okay. Videos. Do about RAM, do 4 beeps. Okay, alright. Let's have a look. So, when I started, I got 2 short beeps and 1 still blank. I have removed my hard drive, unplug it, plug the memory, and still got 2 beeps. Okay. Hi, my ThinkPad has the same symptom. How did you resolve it? What was the issue? I don't respond. This is like the bane of the internet. If someone comes up with a good way of dealing with these forums whereby just they're all unanswered. Imagine if you could just go back and just, here's the correct answer for all these forums in 2014, 2004, and you'd make the internet a much better place. Alright, let's carry on. Because they always close the forums, and it's crazy because once it's ranking on Google, open it up and let people answer. Anyways, please refer to page 62. Many thanks, but it's not enough. After the two beeps, all nothing happened. Oh no, black nothing. I suggest you try the BIOS update failure recovery procedure in the HMM. Why? Like, you know, not everyone's like you. Just tell me what the BIOS recovery thing is in the HMM. Okay, so he says, thank you so much. Your first post did my trick. Okay, so that's page 62. Did my trick. This guy's English, bless him. Well, after reading your suggestion, I tried to kudos you. Okay, but it didn't work. Well, probably because I have not signed up yet. I'll do that now. Okay. Alright, fine. I reset the CMOS with the jumper pin feature. Move the jumper from 2+3 to 1+2 for a few minutes to hear constant faint double beeps, a few cycles. Power off with the 7 to 10 second power button, hold in, then put jumper back into 2+3 position. You what, mate? Okay, let's take a look at this manual thingamajig. He wants us to go to page 62. Sometimes page 62 of the PDF is not page 62. There you go, look, that's 58. So does he mean this page 62 or the other page 62? Select the startup device, set the temporary startup device. I'm assuming it means actually page 60. Okay. 2 short beeps. CMOS setting error. Perform the following actions in order. Start the setup utility program and press. How am I going to start the setup utility program? What? Press F10. I don't actually have a keyboard connect. Good point, actually. Let me connect the keyboard in my. Press F10 to save. Okay. All right. See chapter 6 using the setup utility program on page 55. Okay. Start the setup utility program and press F9 to load defaults and press F10 to... Don't get it. Like, what? Form a boot block recovery. You're recovering from post and BIOS update failure. And then it's got 3 short beats and 1 long beat. I don't have that. I just have 2 short beats. Okay. So someone else, like, this guy started talking about pins or something, right? Yeah. That he reset the CMOS with the jumper pin feature. Okay. What is CMOS? Let me first figure that out. Okay. I know CMOS in terms of electric. It says the battery. Okay. But let me. Okay, so I might have to replace that battery. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in now and just take it out and put it back in and see what happens. Let's try that first. And what was this guy saying about with the jumper pin feature? Move the jumper from 2+3 to 1+2 for a few. Okay. All right. So let's go back inside. Let's go inside the computer now and take a look. See what we can do. All right. So we're back inside the computer. So what I'm gonna do is I assume that's the CMOS battery there. So I'm gonna take that out and put it back in. See if that makes a difference. And then probably take out the RAM. Maybe take out the graphics card. Then maybe disconnect the hard drive and connect that back in. I don't know. I did take out the RAM to take a look at it the other day, and maybe I didn't put it back in correctly. Might have put it back in, I don't know, backwards or something, so we'll see that. But let me try with the battery first. I'll take out the battery. No idea if I should replace it. I don't even know if these batteries actually have any different voltage ratings or anything, so I'm not going to replace it for now. I'm just going to stick that back in and then turn it back on, see what happens. If that doesn't work, then I'll start unplugging stuff and put stuff back in. So that's back in now, and then I've put in the power cable. Every time I put in the power cable, I always record because the amount of sparks and fires I've done. Well, no fires yet, but a lot of sparks. So let's have a look. I thought for a second that it wasn't going to beep. I got excited. But yes, it did beep. So I don't know what that means. I mean, I can't see. That fan looks a bit wobbly. Look at that. I can't see any jumper pins in it. Is it talking about that blue and yellow cable? But I can't see any. Yeah, I'm gonna need a YouTube video or something for this. Alright, let me try. I'll take out the RAM and the graphics card and plug it back in and see what happens. I moved the RAM one over, but the graphics card is actually like screwed in. So I assume that means I have to take off this base to be able to unscrew that. 2 screws there, so that's a bit long. So I'm gonna get back onto the old Googles and, well, first I'll try it now that I've moved the RAM slot over, and then yeah, then I'll go get back on Google. Alright, so I'm trying to reset the CMOS whatever battery thingamajig, and I can't find any sort of the word jumper pin to reset it. I've seen pictures online of other ones. Let's have a look. So apparently I'm looking for a jumper cable like that, or like a pin thing, and then you just move the position and it resets it. Some people said to just take the battery out and flip it, but they all seem to have like this, but this motherboard doesn't. Let me try. I think E73. Stop. Thinkcentre E73 CMOS jumper pin feature. None of these have. I don't know. I mean, is that? I don't know if that's my. That's not the motherboard I have. That looks like it could be it. No. I mean, that's saying it's a brown thing next to RAM. Let me take a. Apparently, just taking out the battery should reset it. So I don't know. Don't know what I'm doing right now. Go to page 62 again. I still haven't tried this yet. That might be worth a try. Alright. I think I'm gonna flip the battery. I think I'll flip the battery. No. Yeah. I don't know. I'm stuck. Alright, so when I search CMOS, comes to clearing CMOS, and it tells me that there is a jumper thing. Locate the clear CMOS recovery jumper. Delocating parts on the system board on page 72. When I go to page 72, number 17 says clear CMOS recovery jumper. So let's go back to the motherboard. So apparently CPU straight down there, battery, and then it should be somewhere. Okay, let's try. Let's have a look. All right, so let's see if we can find it. We've got the CPU, battery, graphics card, so it should be somewhere down here. So there's some jumper pins there. That's number 18, I think. And then there it is. See that red thing? See if I can get you a better view. And look at that, it actually says clear CMOS on it as well. So I've just got to move those pins over, right? And then power it on. And I don't know, we've got to read that guy's instructions again. But yeah, I think he said move it over, power it on, and then wait, turn it off, and then put that back over. Just try that. Alright, so the instructions say move the pin over, and then leave it on for approximately 10 seconds, then turn off the computer by holding the power switch for approximately 5 seconds. Repeat step 1 to 3. Okay. Move the clear CMOS recovery jumper back to standard position. Reinstall the cover, blah blah blah. Okay, let's give it a go. So plug this back in. So that's now on. I was surprised that it turned on straight away as well. I didn't actually press the power button. Yeah, that's on. So what did it say? I think it said leave it for. Let's have a look. I think it said leave it for 10 seconds. Then turn off the computer by holding the power switch for approximately 5 seconds. Okay. So it's been more than 10 seconds now, so need to hold the power switch for 5 seconds. 1 elephant, 2 elephant, 3 elephants, 4 elephants, 5 elephants. Okay, so it seems to have turned back on. Okay. Well, it's doing it again, I think. Okay, wait. Then turn off the computer by holding power switch for approximately 5 seconds. Okay, so basically, I think now just unplug it again and move that jumper cable over. So I plugged it in and it's kicked back on again, which is weird because I'm not pressing the power button, so. Alright, it seems to be turning it on, off, and restarting. Nothing on my display yet. That beeping again. Urgh. So I don't think that did anything. Alright, so there was that whole like, keyboard press something, set up something, so let me try and take a look at that. Alright, so I'm now trying to use the setup utility program. I don't know if this is going to work. So it says, make sure your computer is turned off. Repeatedly press and release the F1 key when turning on the computer. Press and release. Okay, so keep pressing it. On, off, on, off. When you hear multiple beeps or see a logo screen, release the F1 key. If I see a logo screen, I'm going to be very happy. Alright, let's give this a go. Okay, so I'm going to try and turn on the computer whilst pressing F1 on the keyboard I've set up here. Now, I can't do that with one hand, so, although actually I might be able to show you my stand. Let me try that, 1 second. Never mind, I got a stand. I forgot about this stand. I got hands, people. Hands. Alright, let's turn it on and then, so turn it on and then repeatedly press F1. So pressing F1. Apparently I'm supposed to get multiple beeps. That doesn't seem to be happening. I don't know if I should be holding FN. So it said that I'd get a logo on the screen, which I haven't. VJ inactive. Okay, so that didn't work. Pressed it for a whole minute. Alright, so I'm going to try that again. I'm going to press it, but I'm going to be pressing F1 first before I turn it on. So, pressing F1 now. Still just a standard 2 beeps. Nothing else. And nothing on screen. Yep, so that was a fail as well. That didn't work. Okay, I'm going to try it again one more time. But this time I'm going to hold the FN key. I don't know if this makes a difference with this keyboard. I don't know. Okay, so FN and F1. So it hasn't made a beep sound yet, which is interesting. Why hasn't it beeped? The fans are on. Well, that's weird. I'm gonna let go of FN. Don't know what that was all about. Okay, so now it's beeped. That's strange. I don't get that at all. So it prevented it from beeping. But once again, back to the old Google. Okay, so let's continue our journey through the old interwebs. I don't really know what really could be wrong with it. 2 long beeps followed by 3 short beeps. 2 short beeps. Post error. Review the post error on screen and take appropriate action based upon the post error code. Okay, I don't have that. What? Anyone, this is the only working desktop in the house. But it's not working right now, is it? It says refer to page 78 and 442. Hit F1 at boot up, go into BIOS settings and use F10 to save and exit. Hit F1 at boot up, go into BIOS settings and use F7 to load defaults, then use F10. Okay. Page 442 is a boot block recovery. You may need to take the machine to a repair shop for this. Bloody hell. Your CMOS recovery jumper is an extremely small square piece with 2 holes in it. You need a magnifying glass and tweezers. What? I don't know if he's taking a mic or not. You'll also need a copy of the BIOS flash and a diskette. Okay. I mean, no, he can't be talking about the right thing, can he? I don't know if he's taking a mic or not. No idea. Page 6116 shows the CMOS recovery jumper point to 15. No, yeah, he's being serious. Do page 442 at your own risk. Okay, I assume this is not going to be the same model, so it's probably a bit pointless, but let's just take a look at it anyways. 442. Yeah, it's probably different pages again. What's this? 436, okay? So 442. Attention. If an interruption occurs during a post-BIOS update flash update, the computer might not restart correctly. If this occurs, perform the following procedure, also known as a boot block recovery. If your computer has no internal diskette drive, an optional USB diskette drive must be connected to BIOS. What's diskette? Isn't that floppy disk? Are we talking? What? I don't get it. This is 2016. Why are they talking about floppy disks? This is crazy. Okay, remove power from the system and open the cover. Remove the clear drum point. Okay, set the BIOS flash diskette. And I'm not about to burn CDs. I don't even have a CD or a CD burner or anything like that. I assume we can do USB. When the flash. So am I gonna have to basically reflash the BIOS of the computer? Is that what I'm gonna have to do? Okay. Let's just carry on looking at some other brand new. After holding the power button until it shuts down, then starting it again, it works fine. Issues with the RAM. I've reset the RAM since. That was very helpful. Plug the VGA directly into the motherboard instead of graphics card, and that outputted a BIOS screen. Either stick of RAM or my video card failed. Not sure yet. I don't know. I mean, I don't know, but let's go back over to the computer and I'll show you something. Alright, so I've got my VGA cable plugged into here, right? Which goes into, you see it? You see it goes into there, right? Okay. So there's also this connector here, which is unplugged, but it's like a VGA connector as well. I don't know what it's doing there. I was a bit weirded out. I was like, what's this doing? Don't know what it is. And I can't really see anywhere where it's supposed to go. Yeah, so I don't know. I was surprised to see the connector just hanging out like that. Usually you don't have that. So yeah, so I don't really know what to do with it, to be honest. Now this is crazy. So that's right. That's like that, right? And look, this green one that I looked at earlier is actually got all the pins except the bottom one missing. Look, all pins there except the bottom one. So that looks like that just, oh crap, put that into the fan. That's how that goes into there. So, man, this will be funny if this works. I'm going to plug that into there, and then Yeah, turn it off, plug that in and see what happens. I realised I'm an idiot. As soon as I unplugged it, I went, oh, okay, VJ is obviously male. That's certainly not female. So, I know obviously we live in 2020, but, you know, with connectors, that ain't gonna work, mate. So, yes, I plugged it in still, but I assume that this is some sort of one of those old serial communication ports. So, yeah, that was a bit silly of me. Let's just plug this back in. Hopefully, it will magically pop on. No, it didn't. Nothing happened. Alright, I'm stuck. Back to square one. Okay, so after a bit of googling, some people say take out the graphics card, which I will try to do. I need to remove this base and then unscrew it, which is a pain in the neck, but gotta do what I gotta do. Other people say that it may be the power supply failing, which, you know, when it comes to me finding the power supply, I don't know where I'd get one from. It's like, obviously I got one 2 weeks ago I paid £5 for this at the boot store. So, it's nice that I've got a brand new power supply here. I actually, again, like I said, don't know anything about all this stuff, so I have no idea if that is compatible with this. I don't know. But who knows? You know, probably. But I don't. And by the time you see this, I would have already put that in there and possibly killed my PC, so it's what it is. You live and you learn, right? Okay, and the other thing that people mention is someone mentioned that maybe this cable here might be in backwards, which I don't really see that being the case, but I'll give it a go anyways. I'll swing that cable around first, then I'll take out the graphics card, try boot it without it, and then try boot it with it, and then after that, I'll replace the power supply. So I took out this power connector, but you can actually see that some of them are curved and some of them are square. This is not even possible to put it in the wrong way, so this isn't the culprit. So it turns out I'm a little bit blind, and these are not actually screws. So I don't think I could take the base off. So I don't really know how to get the graphics card out of there. No idea actually. But I've removed the power supply, kind of. I'm just recording this video now so I can see where the connectors go. There's one here, some stuff over here, right? Is that part of it? It's not part of the power supply, no. One over there. Can't see anymore, so hopefully putting in this power supply will work, maybe? I don't know. I've just fully removed the power supply, and I would just want to make a little point here for any students that are watching, or anyone really. Like, you know, haven't done this. I mean, if I have done it, it was with my dad when I was a kid. He was an IT technician, so maybe we might have done this when I was like 9, 10, but man, that was a long time ago. So this now has given me a lot of confidence. I thought taking out a power supply would have been a big job, and that was super easy to do. And actually, I could put that back in, no problem. So yeah, man, for me, this is one of the best ways to learn, especially if you can get like I got this from a boot sale for 20 quid. There's just I have no emotional investment to this. This doesn't hold my favorite games. It has no memories. It's just 20 quid, and you know you spend that on pizza easily anyway. So at least I do. I love pizza. If you know me, you know that I love pizza. But yeah, so definitely, if you can get this kind of stuff and try this yourself, just take stuff apart, try and fix it, do whatever you can, you end up learning loads. You know, I had no confidence with taking out that battery, and yeah, it's great. I'm enjoying this, even though it's frustrating. Hopefully, this power supply will work. Talk about intimidating. You've got two connectors here, and on this power supply, man, I don't even want to know how many connectors there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, let's hope I get this right. Alright, so we have a problem here. Yeah, these two are not the same size at all. So, and there isn't any that are another 2-layer one, so I don't know what to do. Alright, so for whatever reason the power supply connectors won't fit. I'm just wondering if I can, I don't know, power supply connector won't fit. See. Okay, let's find out how many. 20. What was the first number I said? 20 pin versus 14 pin. 24 pin. Plus 4 connect. Here's you. CPU connected. What, this guy's actually cutting up a power supply. That's literally the power supply that I've got. Okay. And that actually looks exactly like what I've got as well. I mean, not exactly like, but very similar. So what are you saying? So upgrade manually convert 24 pin to 40 pin connector. Lenovo PC powers by factory presets. Must be converted into a 14 pin connector. Okay. There's actually a converter cable. So he's gonna convert it manually. What did he say there? PSU socket 14 to 24. I don't think I have 24. Let's have. Okay, so let's do this. Convert 40, was it 20 pin connector to 14 pin PSU motherboard. 20 pin to 14 pin. Convert standard 20 pin ATX power supply cable to 14 pin power supply. Okay, so this is something on Amazon, right? A converter thing. All right. So what he's saying, this guy's just basically gonna make it himself. Oh dear, way over my head here, people. Way over my head. All right. So if you're watching this video, it means I'm still alive, or my wife decided to post this, or my kids as a meme, or whatever. So yeah, either I'm dead or I'm alive, and it worked. But basically, instead of cutting the connector and trimming it up and all that, I've just plugged it in like that. And I was trying to give you a reason as to why I've done that. I don't know why I've done that. Oops, dropped the phone. Yeah, so there's a capacitor right underneath there. Now, there's a whole lot of rubber between the capacitor and the pin. So, I mean, it should be fine. I don't know that, I'm just guessing. And then I plugged this bit into here and then just tied up the rest of the wires with a cable tie and shoved it up there. So I'm going to plug that in now and see what happens. It looks cool. It looks much nicer than... Where's the old power supply? It looks much nicer than that one. This one doesn't even have really a proper air vent like this one does. So yeah, alright. Actually, you know what? Some of these cables might be for the fan, actually. I might need to plug them in somewhere. Oh, that's fine. Let's just turn it on, and if I die, then thanks for watching. Give it a like for my life. Alright, let's turn it on. 3, 2, 1. Probably should have put on some eye goggles or something. But, no. It didn't turn on. Let's try again. I saw that fan move a little bit. No. Okay, that was a fail. So one thing I'm thinking is on this connector here, get it out. Here, one of the guys, he shorted one of the two pins together on YouTube, and then that turned the fan on. So I'm thinking I'm going to try that. I'm not going to just start shorting randomly. I'm going to go on Google and try and figure out which one I have to short. So I really want to avoid cutting any power supplies up and doing pin outs and stuff like that. I really want to avoid that. So I'm going to try to take out the battery for a bit, leave that out for about 10 minutes, and then I'm also going to try and replace the RAM and just put in a different RAM. I don't know if that will make a difference. Alright, so I've had the battery out now for 10 minutes, and I've also put in 10 gigs of RAM, 2 different RAM slots. I took out this one. So, put in 10 gig, and I'm going to stick the battery back in now, and then hopefully turn it on and see what happens. So no beeping as of yet, nothing on the screen. But it's not beeping if that's anything to go by. Try to push F1. Maybe FN and F1. Try to turn on and off the screen. Inactive VGA. So it's still not sending any sort of signal to this the VGA cable. Okay, but it's not beeping, which is Now I didn't check to make sure the RAM slots were the right ones or anything, so maybe I don't know if are RAMs are they all compatible with each other? I don't know. Oh dear. Okay. I think so. It didn't beep this time, which is interesting. Let me just turn it off and turn it back on. Is it going to turn off? Doesn't seem to want to turn off. Okay, so it's kind of restarted instead. I know some people say take out graphics card, but it's very difficult for me to take out. So I haven't done that yet. Yeah, nothing going on right now. What to do now, people? What to do? Let me take out both of the RAM and then try it again. Alright, so when you plug it in without the RAM, it basically goes crazy and just sounds like it's gonna bloody explode like a bomb. Have a listen. So yeah, I think it's like 4 AM now, so don't wanna wake up my neighbours. But yes, so let me try and stick this RAM, the one that came with it, back in. This is quite funny. When I was pressing F1 earlier, a couple of minutes ago, I didn't have the keyboard plugged in, so let me try that again. It's not looking properly, but it's on anyways. So interestingly, regardless, whenever it has 2 RAM slots in, it doesn't beep. So it's just trying to press F1 now. So we've had the battery out for a while. That hasn't really done anything. I've put 2 RAM chips in there. Hasn't really done anything. I'm stuck. I don't know what to do with myself. Gotta take out the graphics card and have to really, probably replace this. But I really don't want to. What I might do instead is I might park this for a week and order an adapter, 20 pin to 14 pin adapter. Might do that instead. Yeah. This isn't doing anything. Let me just try and turn it off and do that again. Okay, so let me restart this. Turn off? Nope. Is it possible that my power button's not in? Because it's not even responding to me pressing this. Come on, buddy, turn off. Is that off now? Okay. Right. So it's off now, and then I'm going to press it, and I'm going to press F1 a bunch of times. Come on, do something. I'm surprised there's not more information online about this, man. This is crazy. My monitor is just saying input, no signal found. Input signal not found. Okay, let me try again. Just I'm holding Fn. Go and turn off. Okay. For some reason now I have to hold it to turn off, which is weird. Alright, so I'm going to press it again and then holding F and F1 this time. Okay, see if this works. This stopped it from beeping one time, so don't know if it's going to do anything. I'm mostly just taking shots at the dark right now. No, my display's still saying that there's no input signal. Okay. Alright, I'm going to do what I can now to try and get the graphics card out. See if that makes a difference. I just want to say, I don't think there's a person in the world who assumes stuff more than me, man. Like, I just assumed, I saw those screws, and I said to myself, okay, so the graphics card, sorry, is screwed in. How am I going to get it out? And I just started pulling it, and it just came right bloody out, mate. Oh, man. I just don't know what's wrong with me. If you're watching this to learn stuff, don't listen to anything I say. Just wait until I make the mistakes. Once I make mistakes, that's how you're going to learn stuff from me. Because I don't have a clue what I'm doing. This is a cool looking graphics card. Okay, so I'm going to put this aside and try to turn on the machine now. Whoa, I did it, man. I was like sitting here like proper despondent. And I don't know, I don't even know what I did since I last recorded. I put back in the original RAM that it came with. I reset the CMOS again. Did that whole step again, right? Changed that. What else did I do? That was it, yeah. Just reset the CMOS, and then now look at that. We've got a display. Man, I'm buzzing. So, moral of the story, I don't know, man. Reset the CMOS and, you know, do it a few times, maybe. I don't know. I didn't press F1 or anything this time. I didn't even touch my keyboard. So yeah, I mean, I'm very very happy with that. That was a fluke. Well, the graphics card isn't in right now. I feel like I should try and repair whatever it is first before I stick any graphics card in. Leave this out for now and just try and see if I can get Windows up on here. And if I can do that, then plug the graphics card in and then try from there, innit? Because if imagine I stick that back in and it just all goes back again. Oh dear. Yeah, anyways, very very happy with that. Look at that, people. Oh, love it, love it, love it. Alright, so I've pressed F1 and I've gone into some sort of BIOS setup utility. And I think I need to go back to the manual now, because I've got no idea what I'm doing in here. So apparently I need to enter the setup utility program, and then I need to select save changes and exit, okay, and then press F2 to bypass the error message. I don't know, this has to do with hard disks. Okay, maybe that's wrong, I don't know. Repeatedly press to view or change settings. Start the setup utility program. See starting the utility program, then follow instructions. Okay, so basically it hasn't really given me anything. So system, time and date, system summary. What else? I don't really have any options really. So Oh, at the top here. How do I change the top? So, escape to exit, select item, change values, F9, select submenu, F10, okay. F10, oops. No. Select menu. What? How does that? Okay, system summary. Okay. I don't know. Let's just press. Okay, wait. Oh no, wait. How do I get to set up defaults? Okay, wait. How is this thing working? So it's escape. Okay, so what I need to press is on the left of it. So I need to press F9. Set up defaults. Load set up defaults. Yes. And then F10 to save and exit. Okay. Hope for the best. Expect the worst. Oh, what was that? No operating system found. Oh yes. Okay, so that's good. So now I just need to get an operating system on it, right? So can I wipe the hard drive or? Okay, this is exciting. Alright, I don't know what to do from here, so I'm gonna jump on the computer and figure out what I need to do. What was that error code? Let's just read the error code again. It was error something. Error what? Error 1962. Okay. Alright, so here's what I'm thinking. I've just unplugged the hard drive here. So I'm gonna take it out. I have no idea what gig it is. But I'm thinking I've got one of these hard drive docks. So actually, you know what? If you watched my second video, boot cell finds, I bought this in the boot cell for maybe £1 or two, and now I'm using it and it works. And that's actually a hard drive that I bought as well. Was it a 1 TB hard drive? So yeah, I'm using that to store all my video footage on there. It's brilliant, and yeah, so this is boot cell's fantastic. So I'm gonna take this out, and I'm thinking if I can install Linux directly onto this. I don't see why not. I mean, hopefully it's similar to how the Raspberry Pi was done. Is that bent? No. Where is it? I don't know. But anyways, yeah. So I'm gonna hopefully try and install Linux directly onto this. So that would be cool. So I've taken the hard drive out. Again, I don't know if this is working or not. I'm assuming it's working, but it's a 500 gig hard drive with a 4 gig RAM. So it's actually not a decent. It's not a bad computer really. It's a 2013 computer. This is the first time I've actually looked at all the specs of the computer. So it's got 4 gig RAM. Comes with a graphics card, which I don't even know how good that graphics card is. Don't know what it is. 4 gig RAM and 500 gig hard drive. So I'm quite happy with that. So let me try and see if I can get Linux on this. Alright, so interestingly, I've plugged in the hard drive now and it's completely blank. So that's good. So somebody's wiped the hard drive. Maybe I should just format it myself as well anyways. I'll leave it. Let's try and get Linux on it. So remove the Linux OS. So I've just googled install Linux directly to hard drive. So I want to remove the Linux OS, install CD, reboot the computer. What? I just had to create an external USB. Okay. How to boot Linux OS ISO directly from hard drive. Okay, install Linux from Windows 10 directly to an external hard drive. How to install Windows 10 directly on. Install bootable Ubuntu on external SSD. So SSD hard drive, same thing, right? This is a summary of accepted answer. Ask Ubuntu post. Okay. What? Okay. Oh wait. Okay, that guy was summarizing that. Is that what we're saying? He summarized this answer. Okay. Create the Ubuntu Live installation media and use it to boot your computer and choose try Ubuntu. Huh? Okay. Let's try and download Ubuntu. I'm sure I've probably already got it. Hold on. No. I mean, I actually have Ubuntu installed on this computer. So would it not be possible, I wonder, just copy that whole disk? What do you think? That'd be crazy. That would be cool though. How would I do this? Is it disk? What's it called? Disk management, right? Oh, you right click. Okay. Oops. Hard drive sounds like it's about to take off. They get to this fast manager. So nice. Okay. So we have, that's the 1 terabyte hard drive I just showed you, and this is the 500 gig one I just took out of there. So could I just copy and paste? So this is my that's my Windows partition. I assume this is my 31 gig unallocated, 16 gig free, 15, 130 gig of your recovery. It really just instructions to this. I don't, but it'd be really cool to just copy that, right? Change format. Because then I'd have all my files and stuff as well. Can I copy? What's a good thing to Google? Copy. I don't know. Copy. Um, Copy partition. Is it? Copy partition to external. Phone partition to external drive. Yeah. Lecture. Okay. All right. Let's give this a go. This seems like exactly what I want to do. Man, there used to be days when you saw links like this and it was 100% a scam and you'd never download it. But I think Windows seems to have done a good job with viruses. Excuse me, it's 3:45 a.m. So okay. I don't know if that partition is everything or if I need to include this healthy part, healthy recovery partition. That's got system reserve there. I don't know. Skip. What's this? What? Oh, installing. Okay. Are these the instructions? Install and launch. Click clone and select disk clone. Select your hard HDD as the source disk. Source. Okay. Yeah. As destination. Yep. Interesting. That'd be so cool if that works. Then I'd literally have an exact copy of my Ubuntu. Nice. Because setting up VS Code is an absolute pain. If you don't know what that is, a Visual Studio Code for programming. Okay, 89%. You remember that back in the day when you used to be installing things and it would just get stuck at 74% and you might be there for like 9, come back 9, go to sleep, wake up, it's now at 82%. Then leave, go to school, come back, and then it's like 98% error. You just wanted to cry. Stuck at 89%. It literally is stuck at 89%. Okay, let's see if there's another way to do it. How to clone hard drive to USB. Clone internal hard drive to external. Don't Windows have these kind of features? Same. This is the same software, right? Oh, it seems to be done. Okay, nice. Right, enjoy now. Thank you. Hard drives are spinning up again. Imagine they just left a watermark on all your files. Oh, you used us to copy over, so we watermarked all your files. Alright, so let's go clone. This clone. Oh wait, what was that? Was that also a system clone there? Clone or migrate your system. Oh, it's pro only. Well, cheers. Clone a partition of volume from one to another. This clone. I'm not gonna be able to. I can't clone the whole disk. Not big enough. Unless I could clone it to this 1 terabyte one. Should I do that? Let me try the partition one first. Okay, wait. Let's just see what happens. I assume it's going to tell me that it can't do it. Yeah, it's too small. Okay, that's fine. So let's try the partition, because that's what I actually wanted to do. So we're doing partition, that one. Can we select this one as well? No. One. Okay, that's fine. So source partition to destination partition. Next. After you perform operation, we'll overwritten. Yeah, that's fine, of course. Let's start clone. Oh, there's some options down there which I didn't look at. Okay, be back when this is finished. Alright, so I finished copying the partition and I plugged the hard drive back in. I have no idea if this is going to work because I just copied the partition, and I might need to instead take my 1 terabyte hard drive and just copy the whole laptop over, or just try and download Ubuntu, which I probably should have done, because that took like 45 minutes to copy over, and probably could have downloaded Ubuntu that time. Alright, let's turn it on, see what happens. I've also just been researching about RAM. I'm hoping I can get the 2 8GB sticks that I got to work. No operating system. Alright, I need to try and get into the boot thingamajig and try and get it to boot from there, I think. I can't really see what's flashing on the screen now. Okay, so it didn't go well for me copying the partition over onto the hard drive. It wouldn't boot for some reason. So what my plan is to do now is to basically copy my entire 1 terabyte SSD onto my 1 terabyte hard drive that I got from the boot cell, and then hopefully stick that into the computer. So this is the hard drive that didn't come with the computer. So copy the whole SSD onto that 1 terabyte. It should be, there's enough space, should be. So hopefully then it will just boot as it boots through with my laptop, I hope. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. If not, then I'll just have to create a bootable USB media thing with the Ubuntu. I can do that here. Create bootable media, and then I'll just have to install, a blank Ubuntu on it, which I want to avoid. Ideally, I've got Ubuntu set up on this SSD on a different partition. I just want to keep all the settings the same. So try it first, copying over the whole thing. If that doesn't work, then I'll create the bootable USB. Alright, I'll see you on the other side. Alright, so I was a bit impatient waiting for my hard drive to copy over, so I made a bootable USB disk. Bootable USB drive, and as you can see, it's fully working. Yeah, which is cool, man. So literally now, computer's up and running, working. I can't seem to get any of these other RAM slots to work. Basically, they're not compatible, it seems. Even with the ones that are 12800R, they don't match up. It's supposed to be like here, where you got 10600U. So I need the U, and it needs to be 128, and then it needs to be 1RX8. So yeah, none of these basically match up, so that's fine. So I'm gonna stick to the 4GB RAM for now, and then I haven't plugged in the graphics card yet, but I'm gonna do that next, and then still waiting for the hard drive to copy over as well. So currently no hard drive in, literally just booting from a USB. Not gonna lie, this was stressing me out, but it's done now. Look, literally, that's the computer, and so. This is just booted from the USB, and it's to try Ubuntu, and yeah, computer's nice. So I now just need to copy over my hard drive, But yeah, very excited for this. This is exciting. Very, very exciting. I'm happy with that. Hopefully the hard drive copying over works. If not, then I'll just stick in a blank hard drive and install Ubuntu onto it. But yeah, I'm excited, man. This is looking good. Okay, so I've installed the graphics card again. So hopefully it works now with the graphics card. I don't actually have the hard drive in yet, so I'm still booting from the USB. So let's see what happens. Alright, so I've plugged back in the graphics card, and again, nothing. Well, I don't know, now something's thinking. Don't know what that was. So I've plugged back in the graphics card and it just doesn't work. So it must be an issue with the graphics card. Literally, it doesn't, it's no display, nothing on the display. I don't even know what it could be. I'm just now holding down the power button. But yeah, it just resets and then nothing. So I'll take back out the graphics card now and then it'll probably boot straight up again. And there you go, without the graphics card, it boots up fine. See? Not good. Don't know why it's doing that. So this is actually hilarious. I think I've just found out that those are display ports, and I think when you plug in the graphics card, if I'm not mistaken, then it activates those display ports, and then you would use a DisplayPort cable to connect the monitor. And that's why when the graphics card is plugged in, then the VGA doesn't work. Which means that I've literally spent 5.5, 6 hours, make that 6 hours on potentially absolutely nothing. Although saying that the hard drive was empty. But yeah, I think I just basically learned a whole bunch in 6 hours. This is painful. I don't have a DisplayPort connector cable to test my theory, but I think I'm right, and that is hilarious. Part of me says, you know, you can't post this video, you're gonna look like an idiot. But another part of me says, you know what, it would be cool to look back on this and say, what an absolute idiot. Makes a good story, right? But yeah, I think that's the case anyways. Those are display ports, 4 of them, and then you connect the display port to the monitor, and then, you know, whenever this is plugged in, means that the VGA isn't working. Oh yeah. Let me try and get a DisplayPort cable. I don't know. I don't think it's 7:30 in the morning. Don't even know where I'd go and get one. Yes, so I think I'm right anyways. Alright, so I've installed my hard drive now, which is fully cloned from my Dell XPS. So hopefully it should boot to... So I haven't plugged it in. So hopefully now it should just boot to both Windows and Ubuntu. Let's have a look. Oh, it's booting to the USB. I'll put out that USB. Oh, Matrix. Alright, let's restart it. That's quite cool actually. Go again. Yeah, I forgot to take out the Ubuntu USB. Alright, so if the hard drive has been cloned, it should go into Windows. Oh, it's not looking promising. Although I know hard drives load slower than SSDs, but still. Come on, you bloody hard drive. That literally took an hour and a half to copy over the whole hard drive. It's not looking like it's working. Nothing right now. Let me try and turn it off and start again. I've got all the cables in, right? Yep. Did I take anything else out? I didn't know. The hard drive's hot. Yeah, for whatever reason, it's not booting. I press Control Delete. I can't. Try and press Control Delete now. See if that does anything. Nothing. Not sure what to do now. Alright, so what I've done is I've installed two hard drives. The two hard drives that I have. So the one that came with it, which is 500 gig, this one, and then this one here is 1 terabyte. So obviously this one came with the computer. This one I got from the boot sale for £2, the 1 terabyte one. So that's a terabyte and a half of storage in here in hard drives. And I'm thinking that I'm going to remove the disk drive. Definitely don't need that. I have to remove the power supply to do that. But I'm thinking, you know, I wanted to build the best computer I could just from boot cell stuff and come up with, you know, what would be the cheapest computer I could build from boot cell. So I paid 20 quid for the whole thing and then £2 for this, right? So bear in mind I've still got the graphics card which I need to get DisplayPort for. So at the moment the total cost of this build is £22. So I want to see how good of a computer I can make it. So at the moment it's got 4 gig RAM. I don't even know what CPU is underneath there, but I'm gonna basically use this as like a bit of a project to build the best computer I possibly can from boot cell, and then just, you know, keep updating it and see how cheaply and how good of a computer I can make. So I haven't installed Ubuntu on it yet, but I'm gonna do that now after I remove the drive. So I've got to remove the power supply, then remove the drive, and then I'll install Ubuntu on it, and then that should be it. That should be pretty much good to go. Alright, so I can't get the drive out, it's just sliding around, so I assume I've got to take off the front case. Alright, so that came off fairly easy, it was just 3 clips. Now I've got to try and get this drive out. Turns out I didn't need to take out the power supply, I just pulled it out like that. Took out my power supply for no reason. That's fine, so that's out now. And I've actually now been able to boot into my Windows. So it seems like cloning my drive did work, and I'm now being able to boot into my actual Ubuntu, but we'll see. Hopefully it boots with all my files. If so, then that's me done. Alright guys, so that's me, I'm done now. So the Ubuntu is working nicely, I've been using it for a bit. It's nice and smooth. So it's just got 4 gigs of RAM, 1.5 terabytes of hard drive space. So the plan is to hopefully, I haven't got the graphics card in at the moment, I've got it up there, and I need to probably get a DisplayPort and see if I can get that graphics card to work. But even just this as is more than usable for me, so be interesting to see if I can upgrade the RAM to much higher. I'm thinking I could obviously just go on Amazon and buy it, but it's not that. I mean, I don't need another computer. I've got my Dell XPS. And so I kind of just want to just hopefully wait, go to some more car boot sales and pick up some bargains. So it'll be good to see if I can actually build a very good computer for cheap as well. So yeah, I think I'll leave this one here for now. Show you guys the video, and then I actually got this from the car boot sale as well about a year ago. Paid like £2. Really nice keyboard. Yeah, so I'll leave this one here, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.